All right, here we are. Wow, that's very, very, very blue. Can y'all hear us and see us on YouTube fine? I finally figured out where the double music was coming from. Our stream was playing in a window in Discord for some reason.
Well, ain't that weird?
How's YouTube doing today? Y'all hear us fine? I grinded making a house in Minecraft for 4 hours today. Very nice.
Nice.
I'm glad that we were able to start a server to waste everybody's time. No, I love it. I went on an 8,000 block journey to rescue Christina yesterday.
Yeah. Guys, I know this looks ugly right now, but trust me, this is gonna look better later on.
Hey, Kayla. All right, I have reduced the delay on YouTube by a lot. So, YouTubers, can you hear us?
I actually need to pull up the chat on YouTube. There we go. Oop, sorry. There we go. 8,000? 8,000 what, Stardust?
It said I went on an 8,000
Oh,
block
yeah, that's right. Yeah, he went basically all the way across the world to find me. And I was just like, I'm just gonna hang out here.
Yeah.
Hey, cat.
Yeah. Not even saying hi to me. What are you talking about? I just saw chat. The line art is solid.
Thank you.
Hello, Ali Holmes. Thank you for the follow.
Thank you. Alright.
Alright, who's here? Who's on TikTok and YouTube? Do y'all want to tell me if the delay is better? It should probably be a lot better. Like 5 or 6 seconds now.
Song is a banger.
It is good. I was like, why am I hearing double music? It was Discord.
It was Discord. It's Discord's fault.
I always get lost in Minecraft. Yeah. Delay seems good. Great.
Minecraft is like the worst because I have no idea of my sense of direction. I'll be like, where am I facing? Am I facing north, east, south, or west? I don't know. Hey, Nullified.
Great.
I'm just, right now, all I'm doing right now is just masking stuff so I can color things in a more organized way later. Okay, so Tira will be this teal color because I think that's pretty. Ooh, that is pretty.
All right. Hello, everybody. Are you gonna do a layer where the color goes in the lines? What's going on with the colors right now?
So
she's probably just masking.
I'm masking, so that means I'm separating things out so that I have them all in their individual layers. So this one is Miko's layer, this orange one, it's separate from Miki's layer, which is underneath. And I'm gonna be putting in all the nice base colors later. I just want to separate them out right now. And I'm using them with very bright colors so I can actually tell which one tells the characters apart.
I'm so glad I get to watch you on my TV now. YouTube. Awesome. Hello from their TV.
Hi. I feel so like, I feel so cool being on someone's TV.
Yes. Vinyl and V, thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
Miley, hello. I saw your little notes from the stream, your drawings. It was really nice.
I love seeing Miley's like drawings on stream.
I saw your little red cube.
The red cube was very nice.
That looks so amazing. Boots and Beans, thank you for the follow. Cooper Zimmerman, thank you for the follow.
Wow, Boots and Beans, that's a fun nickname.
Adrian, the Ultimate Sigma, says, so cute.
Thanks. Okay.
Colton's not being very Miki today, very upsetting. I am not Miki. I am Colton.
Not Colton.
That's just, I'm sorry. I can't be who you want me to be. Carrot, what is this?
Oh, this is...
Drawing?
Yeah, this is a drawing that I'm preparing to color. And I'm just separating out all the characters in different layers so that I can color them in a more neat way.
How do you get so movement in your poses? They are amazing. Lots of figure drawing.
Lots of figure drawing, a lot of gesture drawing. Gesture drawing is going to help a lot.
Wow, chat zoomed.
Whoa.
Fridgish Art, thank you for the follow. Ale, thanks for the follow. How long do you usually take on your drawing? That varies so much depending on the drawing.
This drawing with like full line work and stuff, well, I've been kind of working on this on and off streams, so I would say so far this has taken about a few hours. Coloring it will probably take a little bit long because there's like so many characters involved. I'm planning to make this my wallpaper.
Lots of messages. How long? Oh no. Any tips on getting over comparing yourself to others? Don't look at other people's art.
Yeah.
Yeah, take classes and learn from people who are interested in teaching and helping you grow, and get off of all social media. If it's a really big problem, that's one strategy that's worked really well for people.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I like getting obsessed with my own stories and characters, and just trying to bring them to life.
Hey, Crits Can.
Was it juicy enough? Yes, absolutely juicy cube, Miley.
It was a very juicy cube.
Womp womp, hello, a good hunt, hello. Panda Bear, what's the tutorial right now? We're just waiting for everybody to get in.
Yep.
But we'll start tutorials real soon.
Yep.
Are these original characters? Yes, they are the original characters of Anime Academy from our book series. Simps, thank you for the follow. Mavis, hello. Womp Womp, thanks for the follow, appreciate it.
Hey.
Mavis, it is Marceline. Hello, Marceline.
Oh, hey, Marceline. So, okay, Marceline is Mavis now. Okay, gotcha.
Just a lot of practice, Carrot. Lot of practice.
I need to do that with making YouTube content, to be honest.
Why the individual different color for each character? Just to see them easier.
Yeah.
And it's also fun.
Yeah.
Christina's using a color that represents each character.
So Miko is orange, Miki's purple. Tira was supposed to be blue, but I already have a blue background, so I used teal instead. Yeah. June is green, Naomi is pink, and then Jake is red, but red is too powerful against the blue, so I used orange instead. It's kind of hard to see.
19 new messages.
Wow.
Color time, yay. Yeah, this isn't going to be colored today. We're doing tutorials.
Yes.
She's just,
I'm just doing this while we wait.
My mom said if I graduate earlier, I can sign up. Earlier, I can sign up for the art school. Awesome.
Wow, awesome.
How do you make the character interactions with this piece look so natural? Figure composition.
Yes. Figure composition and understanding the personalities of each character is really helpful. There's kind of like, for each character, there's kind of default expressions that I use for each character. Like Miko's expression when she's surprised will be a lot more mellow and will actually appear more like just genuinely surprised. She's not the type to get super hyper, but Miki is. So whenever Miki is doing something exciting, I'm always putting her in a smile and like really wide eyes and stuff. So.
All right. So is it bad that I only really like drawing my own characters? I'm in college for writing. Nope. That's literally all we do.
That's literally all I do.
That's all Christina and I do is draw our own characters. We don't do any fan art.
Yep.
Love the art. Chipmunk says.
Thank you.
Thank you for the follow as well. Drawing Molly, my OC all grown up. Awesome.
Molly, nice.
Yeah, our entire community is focused on original characters. We have a bunch of weekly and monthly challenges that focus on people drawing their own characters. So whoever said that, Desiree, if you like drawing your own characters, consider joining our Discord group because we're all about people drawing their own characters.
Yes. And our school is also all about drawing your own characters and stuff too and making them from scratch.
He's flying. Yeah, he's a missile.
Yep.
Amaya, thank you for the follow. Panda Bear, thank you for the follow. Hello, also on YouTube. Sarah's here. Vio's here.
Hey,
C is here. Critscam. Chuki.
Kayla's here.
Snix, SNXNX. I don't know who that is, but welcome. Switched from YouTube to TikTok. What's up? Hello.
Hey, yo.
How do you start sketches on Procreate?
You just draw. Just pick a canvas size. My canvas size is 5,000 by 6,000 pixels wide, or 6,000 by 5,000, either one. And then you just pick a brush and just start drawing. Make sure that, well, on Procreate you don't have to worry about this, but on Photoshop you'll have to make sure you add a layer first. Procreate already does that for you. This is just so that you don't draw on this background layer right up here, because that's kind of annoying.
Poor connection with YouTube.
Oh no.
Can y'all see us fine on YouTube? I don't really know what to do. Let me know if YouTube you're lagging or anything. It looks fine for us.
Orion's here. Orion Vang.
Where?
On YouTube.
I've been messaging him.
What?
Hello. How's it going?
Artemino, friend.
Yeah, another guy I met on Artemino way back in the day.
Man, that's crazy. It's like a high school reunion, but not really.
You look fine to me. That's good. Thank you.
That's good.
Looks fine to me. All right, because our OBS was throwing a fit saying YouTube is not receiving enough data, and if it looks fine to you, then whatever.
Guys, I'm drawing a long-haired Miko for a little bit.
Where's the link to the Discord? It is on our... so you are on TikTok, so it'll be on our profile. In the link on our profile, you scroll down and there will be the Discord invite. Otherwise, feel free to send us a direct message on TikTok asking for it, and I'll send it to you. So either one is fine. I'll copy the link right now. What iPad do you guys use? It's the 13-inch.
iPad Pro 13-inch. Long-haired Miko? Yes, I'm doing long-haired Miko, just because I feel like it. So, meanwhile, while we're all here, feel free to ask any questions, and I'll write them down, and we'll cover a few topics. I know that there were a few topics that I did not cover as well in depth on Monday, so y'all can ask it again.
Let's see, what's the pen presets or the texture you're using for this? You can actually download the brush that we're using for free. The link's on our profile.
Yeah.
So anybody who's asking about the brush, go to our profile and hit the link, drawanimeacademy.com/TikTok, and there's a free download to it there.
Mm-hmm. How long did it take for you to get to this level? Well, I've been drawing for about 20 years, and part of the 20 years was more professional training, so it really depends on the goal for me. It's been about 20 years plus professional training. But some people start, and draw for 4 years, and then once they get the professional training, they skyrocket a lot faster.
Hippa de Pippa, thank you for the follow. Dreaming Blue Skies, thanks for the follow. Free, yes, the brush is free.
Placement of the eyes, okay. Eye proportions.
I don't know how to say that name. When people use really fancy lettering, it's really hard to read. But thank you for the follow. Something R-I. Let me click on your name. Ari? Thank you.
That's cute.
That's Robbish. Thank you for the follow.
Drawing hair, yes, I can do drawing hair. Oh, thanks, Orion.
I didn't realize
hearing that from you is very nice.
Has gotten so good. Could you send the link to Discord in DMs? If you send us a direct message, then I will give it to you. So, request 1. Yes, I see your message. I'll send you.
Ears is actually a pretty good topic.
Yup. All of this we teach in our school as well.
Yes.
Online.
Body.
So, yeah, if your dream is to make your own webcomic or your own manga someday, we actually teach a foundations school online that has like anatomy and figure drawing. It covers all the questions that you're answering in a lot of detail. Mm-hmm. So you can check it out on the link on our profile as well.
Yep. Proportions. What kind of proportions? I'm gonna cover proportions for multiple things like body proportions and face proportions. I'll just put face for now.
All right, Ryan, see ya.
Bye, Ryan.
I see you, Colton. Huh?
Who there?
Danny what?
Danny
what? OBS was lying for real?
Okay, I'm gonna start a little bit different this time. I know I've always started with eyes and hair and whatever with face stuff, but I always leave clothing for last, so I'm gonna do clothing first. And that can also lead me to drawing the body a little bit, so I can kind of beat 2 birds with 1 stone. Or hit 2 birds with 1 stone, not beat. So for clothing, I know a lot of people probably struggle with what kinds of folds there are. If you want to look at the different types of folds that naturally occur, you can look at our TikTok. Anya teaches the basic folds. That's kind of like a little carousel, and it shows all the 7 basic folds. But most of the folds that I will talk about is tension and compression folds.
Rendering,
I can write that down.
Yeah. Perspective. What particularly about perspective do you guys want to learn? I guess I could just kind of test different stuff.
Yeah, perspective, I can write that down again.
I drew feet for the first time and they turned out beautifully. The duck method worked great for me.
Duck method?
I've never heard of it.
Never heard of that.
That's great
That's cool.
That turned out.
Yeah. So for clothing, man, I keep squeezing my pen so that it pulls up the quick menu. I gotta figure that out. So in order to draw tension and compression folds, I think it also starts with a good mannequin. So if you can draw a very simple body on top or first and then draw the clothes on top.
Bird's eye and view and worm's eye view.
Oh,
that's actually a really good. That's actually really good. I would put that. Thank you for saying that.
Worm's eye.
Chibis.
Chibis.
Someone wants.
Okay, I'll write these down on the list. By the way, we also do have a chibi course, so when I do cover chibis and you like the stuff and you want to go more in depth, you can check that out as well. The link is in our profile.
That's really funny.
What's going on?
Someone says, can we do more C-Hobbs, CHBI? Can we do more Chinju, Chibi? Your spell check hates you today, Chibib. Chibib.
That's funny. So if I want to just draw a very simple mannequin, I just construct the body using cylinders like this because the cloth wraps around cylinders and your body is basically just a cylinder. So I like to do that for mannequins. And we'll cover body proportions later on, but for now, we're doing clothes, so I'm not going to do that just yet. So right now, all I'm doing is simplifying the body and the arms into cylinders like this. I'm thinking about the rotation of the cylinders, what direction it's going from. That's basically the purpose of a mannequin.
Can you hear our music TikTok?
Can they hear it? Yes.
Yeah. No.
No. Someone said no.
No. What the heck?
No music. Well, that's crazy.
I gotta figure that out. You can
Okay.
do your lesson.
So then what you need to do is figure out the anchor points in the cloth. So most of the anchor points happens on the shoulders, the chest, and especially for girls because we got, breasts and stuff. So that will also participate with tension folds and stuff or apply. So here, I'm gonna just mark them out with an X. Is an anchor point. X, anchor point. Danny says, Colton, I'm sorry, but you look so funny when you're reading comments. Anyways, I'm gonna draw a girl for this just because I already drew kind of like an hourglass figure, and drawing breasts on top is just gonna make it that much more womanly. So I'm just gonna add that on top. And then if you want to add, if you want to make this like a baggy sweater or like a t-shirt, the anchor points are gonna be really important.
I hear the music is really quiet though. Okay, that's why.
How do you draw boys without them looking like girls? So I can cover that. I can do like male body.
Mods, can you send me the stream, please?
I would say as long as your figure does not have this hourglass shape like this, it's going to look more masculine. Male torsos will look a bit more triangular, kind of rectangular, wider on the top, thinner on the bottom. But for girls, it's going to look a bit more like this. So understanding the body shape between the two genders is really important. Hey Kutieka, is that how you pronounce it? Thank you Simone and Hart for following, and thank you Aboyne. I don't know how to pronounce that, but thank you for following.
All right, there. You should be able to hear it now a bit.
So if I'm gonna draw like a hoodie on this character, understanding that cloth is just wraps around the body and it has a bunch of overlaps. So if you want to draw like a hoodie, for example, keep in mind that it's basically like a blob around a neck or around a cylinder.
I hope that's a good thing, Danny. Hello, everybody. I need to make these chats a little bit longer. There we go.
Nice.
Hi, Millie.
So you see these blobs here? There's the blob on the back side, there's a blob on the front side, and we can basically just separate it out and turn it into a fold, like that. A lot of overlaps happen with hoodies, and hoodies are a really good representation or good article of clothing to draw, so that's why I'm doing a baggier.
Do you guys do landscapes? I do.
Colton does landscapes.
I am the environment artist. All right, Master Magic, have a good one.
Bye, Master Magic. So then what happens is we get tension and compression. So we got tension. Man, okay. So we got tension, which comes from the shoulders, and those will have more triangular and straight lines usually. But there's also a lot of compression folds also in the joints. So keep in mind that whenever you're bending a long sleeve shirt or bending with an arm with a long sleeve shirt on, there's going to be some sort of pinch. And usually those will have triangular shapes as well.
Just realized Tira is on the YouTube.
Yes.
Is going to change between the girl group each live. Yeah, check this out. If
Actually,
you're
I have
watching
Naomi.
on YouTube, we got Miki, we got Miko, and we got Tira, and that's all I've gotten so far.
Yep. Hey, C. And what app am I using? I'm using Procreate. Another thing with sweaters is that there's a cuff usually on the wrist, so that creates a bulge. Man, I keep pressing too hard on my pen. I need to disable that.
I like it. I want to keep it.
I don't like it because it distracts me. So here you have your wrist and you have your hand. Here is the cuff. And with the sleeve, it has a bunch of excess folds, and so it doesn't really know where to go. So instead, it kind of just like tucks in and bulges out right before the cuff. So that's kind of what the shape looks like for a baggy sleeve.
Yeah, this is an action-packed song. It sounds like a shonen something.
I would say another thing about cloth is it's really hard to just keep it simple, but really just try to keep it simple. Like, just focus on the folds that matter the most. Areas like this, areas like, you know, maybe there's going to be a little bit of a little hook fold around the arm, because that's where usually the fold kind of twists and stuff a little bit. So usually you'll see a little bump coming out from here, and it'll kind of form like a little triangle.
I like to call those like hooks.
Yeah, they're like hook folds, hook type folds. This is a really good fold to use just anywhere. It's great to even use, you know, down here. So another reason why the breast is a tension fold is because it pushes the cloth out, and then when the breasts end, the cloth kind of drapes down and creates a diaper fold between the two breasts. And then you'll see this hook fold again on the outside. That's more of a compression fold. And basically, cloth is just made of a bunch of tension and compression folds. So if you know where to look, and while you're studying outfits, and you know where certain types of folds appear, it'll be a lot easier to study from. So the bottom of a sweater will also have the same quality as the sleeve. There's going to be a hemline or hem, whatever that thing is, elastic band at the end, and then the part above it is going to cinch into the elastic band. Does that make sense? Kittens.
This will be posted in the Discord server at the top in live demos after the stream, full res if you want it. Do these folds differ from different types of clothes?
Yes.
The material, the folds are the same. The material is going to affect how quickly the folds happen and like how rounded things are.
Yep. So like if I'm gonna draw like a long like dress shirt sleeve thingin', since the material is gonna be very crinkly and thin, you'll see a lot more triangles and sharp lines, and also a lot more folds in this type of material.
A lot of zigzagging. Brush.
It's easier. Brush is in the linky in our profile.
Yep, you can go get the brush for free on our profile.
So this is a very crinkly crinkly shirt. Think of like a button-up shirt, and then a rounder, softer material will have less frequent folds and also rounder fold as well. So you notice that there's not a lot of sharpness in this fold, but there's some overlaps and the folds aren't as frequent.
Kind of like that arm.
Yeah, kind of like that arm, exactly. So that's why baggy sweaters are really fun to draw.
How do you use layers? It's just on the top right.
Yep.
You got this little layers panel.
Right there.
And then you just add or remove.
Yep.
Just test it out, try stuff.
People use layers in very different ways, so don't be pressured to use it. There's no specific way to use it. It's just more for organization.
Hey, Zyrus.
I think another thing about...
Yes, we have a YouTube channel. What?
Oh, I was gonna say another thing about clothes is understanding like different types of natural folds that occur, like the 7 basic folds.
Yep. So if you are on TikTok, our latest video is actually not a video at all, is it? It's a carousel, which means that there's a bunch of pictures, and it's actually no, our second latest one. So this one right here, everybody hates warm mode, so I'll turn it off. So here's our TikTok channel. Here is Anya, and she gives a reminder of all of these 7 basic folds. So if you have difficulty remembering, go ahead and save these images and you can refer to them, and she's explaining them. So that is our latest TikTok video. Not a video, and it's not the latest. It's the second last one. The latest one is on hands. So there you go. Go find it. and save the images if you want. Share them with your friends, whatever.
Yep.
How to reduce the number of layers? Don't use as many layers.
I think it's more like
maybe structuring it in a way where you do like one layer for a sketch, one layer for the refined line. You know, you can do one layer for coloring underneath.
sometimes I know that some people prefer to have like all the components of like their illustration in separate layers. Like for instance, this is a skin layer, then this is like clothes and stuff. And if this like bothers you too much, and there's like, you know, clipping masks and stuff, just sometimes just dumb it down to just one layer for coloring if that's what you want to do. Or, you know, maybe separate out the most complicated parts on a separate layer and then merge all the simple parts in one layer. You can do that as well.
Any tips for landing a job as an artist? So, if you want to work professionally as an artist, I'm just thinking of the answer, how to explain it exactly. You're not an artist, you're a business person. When you want to work professionally as an artist, the thing that you do may be art, but the way that you land the art jobs is all business and sales. So a lot of people will think, I'm pretty good at art, I could do it for a living. And then they start doing it, they want to do it for a living, and how to do art for a living is going into an entire other branch, which is sales and business. So you may have a really easy time doing the drawings, but have a difficult time finding people to hire you, especially if you want to be like a freelancer or start your own studio. If you want to work in a studio, go ahead and build a portfolio for the kind of work that you want to do and get advice on that portfolio from people who are currently doing that job. So for example, let's say I want to work in a game studio, right? I'll give a personal example. I wanted to work at Bethesda Game Studios, and I wanted to work on games like Fallout and Skyrim and stuff. So what I did... So what I did was I bought the art of Fallout 4, and I looked in the book and I found a list of every single concept artist that worked on the game. I added all of them on Facebook and I DM'd them. And I said, hey, really big fan of your work. I like this piece of yours. My dream is to work at this studio. How do I get in? And so I think I messaged 6 of them and 5 of them got back to me. One of them even, I don't remember his name exactly. One of them even offered to show my portfolio to the art director as he watched around, as he walked around during the day. And so if you want to get hired as an artist, find people who are doing what you want to do and email them, message them, ask them, say, it's my dream to do this. How do I do it? How did you get to do it? That's my recommendations, because a lot of art jobs are very different. So I hope that helps.
So I'm going to talk a little bit about pant wrinkles or pant folds. This will of course depend on how loose or how tight your clothes are on the pants.
Did I get the job? I actually stopped applying. Bethesda is in Maryland, which is all the way on the opposite side of the country from California, which is where she was going to school. So I actually stopped applying, and I thanked them for their time, but I stayed freelance. I never formally submitted an application because I wanted to move to California. But I did get jobs on other projects using the same technique.
So when you're doing pants and you want to find out where the wrinkles are, most of the wrinkles is going to come from the crotch area as well as the kneecaps. If you're doing like dress pants, for example, a lot of zigzag shapes happen, especially in the crotch area, and that's because for guys, you got extra padding down there for extra room. And so you'll also see a lot of this looseness in the crotch area right here. This might be uncomfortable for some people to draw, but it's very necessary if you want it to look good.
Maddie, hello.
Hey, Maddie.
Oh, I would add one more to that.
What's up?
Seam lines.
Yeah, seam lines as well.
Is it difficult to get rid of an anime? Difficult to get rid into an anime studio as a concept artist? Oh, is it difficult to get into? You have to understand that they're not really here in the States. There's not a lot of anime studios here. Like, as far as Westerners getting hired, I'm not an expert on it. I have a friend who worked in an anime studio in Japan.
The work culture is very different.
It's a very different work culture. They're generally hiring people who are in country. It depends on what country, but if you wanted to work on something like Genshin, you're kind of cooked. Like, the Chinese game, they're not going to bring over necessarily a Westerner to China to work on a game. Very, very rare. It could be possible, but it's very uncommon.
Well, they also charge, different rates. Right, I don't think they charge U.S. rates.
They don't pay U.S. rates.
So even if you were to work on like Hoyoverse or whatever, you probably would not be paid very well.
Yeah.
Not only that, but the competition is extremely high.
Yeah.
Now that doesn't mean that you can't do it just because of that. If you really want to do it, I'd say go for it. Just letting you know that you might need to also do a little bit of research before you go into that kind of job.
I don't really know if anime studios even really have concept artists.
I don't know.
Anime studios themselves, I'm not super familiar with. I've had a couple friends who got hired as concept artists in Japan. One of them worked at a place called Platinum Games. He was from Australia. He's not working there currently. He worked there for a couple of years, but you'd have to find someone who's done it and ask them. Do you have a Discord link? Yes. It's on the link on our profile. Otherwise, you can direct message us and ask for it. I'll keep my app open.
So another part of the folds that happen in pants is seam lines as well as the kneecaps. Kneecaps are an anchor point, especially when you're sitting down. So anytime that you're sitting down, this is going to push the cloth, and so you'll actually see a lot of lines gravitating to that point. Okay. You also see a lot of wrinkles in any time where you're like sitting down and you're like having your legs up.
Yeah.
So
you'll see folds from this tension point to this tension point, and they like to kind of travel in this direction.
Yep.
And they'll appear at the seam lines, so you'll see like that kind of thing.
Actually, you actually see the seam lines also help to see the folds itself. So sometimes you'll see the seam line being like kind of zigzaggy or kind of like wobbly, and that is because it's showing where the fold is coming from. So keep that in mind when you are drawing pants.
Couple questions. Do you know if storyboard artists tend to get paid well? I've been trying to do lots of research. I've never done storyboarding myself, so I can't really tell you, but I've taken a class from a storyboard artist who works at Netflix, and I mean, they make a living off of it, so at least if you're good at storyboarding, you can earn enough to live.
Yep. Someone asked, unless there were more questions.
That's like, well, we're learning in my business class, it's all about connections. Connections are definitely important, you know.
It's not all about connections. I think it's kind of work and connections blend together very well.
Yeah,
Because if you're not cool to work with,
if you're not enjoyable to work with, just think about it, right? You're in a Discord server and someone comes along and rubs everyone the wrong way, right? And they're in the chats and they're obnoxious on voice channels and their art is really good, but nobody really likes them. You're not going to want to work with them on a daily basis, even if they're good at art. Now think about person number 2. They're super awesome, super nice. You just can't get enough of being around them. They're always helping out. Their work's not as good. You're immediately going to want to work with them instead. How do I become an artist, a good artist? Draw a lot.
Draw a lot. I draw a lot. Take a lot of art classes, I'd say. If you want to get good a lot faster, it's a lot of it is consistency. Doing the good doing assignments that will actually get you to improve, like figure drawing, perspective classes, painting classes, and all that stuff. And not only that, but it also depends on what kind of artist you want to be, because there's a lot of different types of artists that get different types of jobs. Yeah.
I heard you say Australia. Yeah, I had a classmate. His name was Winston. He got hired in Japan. He was from Australia. Do you ever get annoyed when someone asks you if you actually drew it, although you're drawing it? Not at all.
Someone asked,
about
how
you?
long? What?
Do you ever get annoyed when someone asks if you actually drew it, although you're drawing it like currently?
I don't really care. I think it's kind of funny to me.
Yeah.
In my opinion, because it's like, I don't know. The person doesn't know when they're asking.
Yeah.
So.
One thing you have to realize is that if you get annoyed at stuff like that, having a social media is probably not for you because it's never gonna stop. It's never gonna stop. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. I don't know who they are. They're coming in the stream. They have no idea who we are, where we're from, what we're doing. They've seen us. Every single thing they know about us is based on the 2 seconds they've been there. And they've got really chatty fingers. So they just want to say something in chat. Don't bother me at all.
So I'm going to talk a little bit about hair because I covered a bit on clothes. And we have a lot of topics to cover. I think I'm trying to find out how to teach hair in a more simple way. I think if you want to draw hair and just be very simple with it, kind of think of it like a cape. You know how capes, when they're draped on the back, they kind of have
Drawing
this
hair?
drawing hair. Kind of look like this.
Yeah, hair is like unconnected cloth.
Yeah, it's like unconnected cloth that's a little bit more styled or pressed or whatever.
Victoria Byrne, that's actually a really good question.
What's up?
How would you go about practicing figure drawing? You want to write it on the things to go over?
Figure drawing.
Yeah. Like a process for figure drawing, because that's a really good question.
We got a lot of good questions today.
I'm a slow learner. I have ADHD and possibly autism. How can I learn fast and efficiently to draw? Nobody can learn drawing fast.
Understand that it takes time. It takes years.
It's a mileage game.
Yeah.
So I would focus less on... It's not going to happen. You're not going to learn how to draw really fast unless you put an incredibly large amount of hours into it. So instead of focusing on how do I get good at drawing fast, try to figure out how to fall in love with just drawing, and then the time just comes.
Thank you, Danny, for answering our questions on YouTube. Somebody asked, how long are you able to draw for? Is it normal for your wrist to start hurting after drawing for an hour? It really depends on how tight you're holding the pencil. If I'm holding the pencil like really tight and I'm nervous and I'm stressed, my hand will actually start hurting a lot faster than when I'm just kind of like loose and not really like stressed. So what I like to do is I like to actually change my pressure so that it forces me to like not grip my pencil too hard or press really hard.
What was it? I don't really type in chat, but this live is super cool. Awesome.
Yay,
Glad
thank
you like
you.
it. Which reminds me, everybody who is new here, your first time tuning in, give me a hi in chat and I'll give you a shout out.
Even on YouTube.
Even on YouTube. If you're new on YouTube, if you just found us on your homepage, I would absolutely love it if you told us that you're new.
Yep.
Hi. Okay, a lot of people on TikTok. Trippy Hippies, Centis, Ray, Y, Ariana, Gatita,
that's cute.
Gatita, Yuki, Rai, Moody Moo, hello. Masami, thank you for the follow. Sierra.
Oh, Danny, we know you're not new.
I don't know how to say that. Xae.
Zay?
Zay. Macy, hello. Miss Dreadful. Hi, I'm new. I found you on TikTok, but I'm a YouTube girly. Awesome. Glad you're here.
Awesome.
Well, I do want you to know, if you move to YouTube right now, special time in history, that your chat will not get pushed up super far because there's not very many people typing on YouTube. So if you move to YouTube and you ask questions, we will probably see it. You know, just a little hint.
Mm-hmm.
Black Wolf Bandit.
Yes, it's Zay. Okay,
Awesome.
yay, great.
Thank you for the follow. Sarah, not new. First time seeing this, went to art school for 3D animation. This is a cool refresher. Awesome. Did you did a lot of Maya and stuff, right? What school did you go to? One of my best friends taught Maya at well, he taught at Art Center, he taught at a couple of other schools. I'm wearing a bald cap, twinning with Colton. Nice. Maya and ZBrush, nice. I've never used Maya, but ZBrush I've used a lot.
Yeah. Honestly though, when I did a bit of 3D modeling and stuff and sculpting, I actually like to think of hair that way too.
Yep.
Sculpting blobs.
Davey Doolittle, hello.
Hey.
I went to Art Institute, then had to switch after they went bankrupt.
Art Institute, I've heard of that.
So that's why I haven't heard about them.
Oh.
So they went bankrupt, huh?
Interesting.
I got a question. Can y'all do a body tutorial?
Yes, I can do a body tutorial. Oh, hey,
Uvia. Welcome to YouTube.
Welcome. All right, so
Nationally, okay, wow.
I'm gonna do one more hair breakdown because I know I'm kind of falling behind on these topics. But don't worry, we'll cover a lot of these topics later throughout the rest of the streams. So another thing that I like to do is I like to draw a sphere, and then I just draw like sheets of paper, I should say. Sheets of paper that have a bit of volume. So they're not just super straight pieces of paper like this, but rather they curve outward. And then once I have the shape that I want, then I can go and divide it up.
Yup. We've got some questions about the Discord server. If you want to get to the Discord server, remember, we are a community that focuses primarily on you drawing your own original characters. We don't have a lot of fan art that gets posted, so just be aware. We do actually have a community Minecraft server. We just set one up.
Yes, we do. It's very fun.
Let's see. If you want the Discord invite, you got to go to our profile. If you're on YouTube, you can just go down to the description of this video and go to our links. But on TikTok, go to our profile, click the link, go down, you'll see the Discord invite. Wait, you set up the Minecraft server? Yeah.
Hey, Shadow Fox.
I wanted to set up a Minecraft server for a community for years. Much longer than this community has been around. We had another community. How do I join? It is Java only right now.
I want to do is like some simple shading. I just kind of mark out where all my highlights are going to be, and whenever I do highlights, I really keep in mind of like where is my light source, but also like how far does the hair actually come out, because the farther your hair comes out, the more you actually see some highlights. And then it goes from dark to light to dark. That's usually the pattern that hair likes to go in. Persia Kirk says, I love art so much, but I hate it as well. I've been doing art for like 5+ years and I haven't seen much change. Hoping these legend videos will change that. Thank you, Persia. Are you new, Persia, or have you been on our streams a few times already? I feel like I've seen your name. Maybe I don't remember.
Never been more excited to have Java. Ferb and Reina, thank you for the follows. Pink Heart Edit, thank you for the follow.
I find that if you take up a skill as an adult, especially when you're older, you have all these kind of like ideas of how you think that practice should be for art or how much change you should have, and that tends to lead to a bit of burnout. Like, because, oh man, you gotta get the bills paid, you gotta get art as a job, or you just want to improve faster, and then like because you've lived like for a while now, you're like, I want it to be this way. But then what ends up happening is that when you're focusing on drawing in the present, it's not as enjoyable. So that's why when people draw as kids, they don't even care about that stuff. They just are like, I'm just gonna draw and I don't care how good it turns out. And I feel like at some point there should always be like some kind of that same spark whenever you're drawing. So if you can tap into that like love of drawing and just keep it like that and just keep going, I think that's gonna help you a lot with consistency.
Yo, is that the one from Persia?
Yeah, Persia, yes.
And then the silliest, I'm new to digital art. Do you recommend me getting an iPad and an Apple Pencil instead of a full-on drawing tablet? That's really a question where the answer is very contextual based on you. Do you already have a PC? Do you spend most of your time at home? Do you feel like you would draw a lot at home? In which case, I would say get like a tablet. If you don't have a PC, if you think you're going to be doing a lot of drawing out and about, if you want to be able to take your iPad wherever you go and draw wherever you are, then I would recommend an iPad. I know Colton does concept art sometimes. Do you have any tips for drawing backgrounds? Backgrounds are very graphical. It's like people dive into the weeds of perspective and all that kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, think about backgrounds like you think about characters. Very graphical shapes. The character's torso is a triangle. The head is a circle. Maybe the bottom of the body is a triangle as well. Think about your backgrounds like that. This house is a triangle. The trees in the background are circles. The character in the front is maybe like a squarish shape. That helps a lot. Thinking really graphically.
Yep. Another thing that helps with drawing hair, if you have trouble with, is just drawing a bunch of ribbons like this. And then once you're done with drawing one ribbon, then you draw another ribbon underneath.
I've missed you guys so much.
Aw, thanks.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I can cover some background stuff at some point as well. I do a lot of that in my class in anime art school.
Yeah, Skolm teaches very well in a very understandable way for perspective and stuff. I would say it's unlike any other kind of perspective class that I've taken. I'd say a lot of art classes, unfortunately, are kind of boring.
Really
but like, I feel like our mission is to make learning how to draw more fun. And I like, whenever I've taken art classes and stuff, I'm like, ugh, I just want to fall asleep. Like, I just don't want to hear this anymore.
Love your live so much. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you for the follow as well. Cliche, thanks for the follow. Let me catch up on some of these follows. A lot of them. Lolio, thank you for the follow. Demi Santis, thank you for the follows. Ivan's Alive, Columbina, thank you for the follows. Angel, hi, thank you for sharing the live. SYXYfen, Siphon, thank you for the follow. I love Ian. I love Ian. I love Yin.
Oh, I love Yin.
Thank you for the follow. Sora / Mars, thank you for the follow. Who is that? Womp Womp. Thank you for the follow. Have you taught about different lighting angles? Not
yet.
Not today. Macy and Cliche, thank you for the follow. Shrug emoji, thank you for the follow. I loved more than myself. I loved Aza more than myself. Thank you for the follow. Sam, Jen loves art. Thank you for the follows.
We'll do bodies next. Hopefully you guys have found this little hair tutorial helpful.
I've been on TikTok, but I come to YouTube so I can have it on my computer.
Nice.
Yes, we are streaming on YouTube for everybody who's wondering on TikTok. And all of the live streams are much higher res, and they're all saved automatically as videos. Mm-hmm. So if you want to rewind, watch stuff over, go to our YouTube channel. We have the same name, Draw Anime Academy. I think I'll end up getting a tablet. Would you recommend Procreate or something else? Thank you so much, by the way. Procreate is not on PC. I would probably recommend like Clip Studio. You could look up different guides and stuff. It depends on what you want to spend. Question, how can I use the box structure for the full body sketching? My brain doesn't understand how to see boxes in the figure. Any tips? Do it a lot.
Do it a lot. You'll actually end up seeing like the boxes. I would say if you are looking at a person from the side or like from like a slightly turned view, I'd say it's really hard to say. I would say boxify it, but I would say like, okay, the breasts are the top side of the box, for example, or if you're drawing a girl, and then like you'll actually see, I would say imagine the center line of a box. Imagine the center of the body. Oh.
Now what's going on? Oh, come on.
Oh, come on.
Sorry. TikTok hates everybody for some reason and likes to boot people off.
One way that you can actually see the box in a person is actually seeing their midline. So that appears in the belly. You'll actually see like some people, like it's also in the abs. That's kind of like where your center line is. And you want to trace that line all the way to the top. And then you actually start seeing like bony structures like the ribs. So the side of the ribs is like kind of like one side of the box. The pelvis, there's these two little areas in the pelvis that kind of come out like this. It's called the iliac crest, I think. That's what it's called, right?
It's a lot. It's a really long word.
It's a very long word. But a lot of people just simplify it to an iliac crest, and you'll see these 2 points come out.
What's it called? The anterior posterior spine of the iliac crest or something like that?
Basically. I thought that was the 3-finger gap. Either way, you'll see these little bits, and you can connect them with a line, and that's kind of like also establishes your perspective. So like, that's how I started to actually see the body in terms of a box. But it does take a little bit of time to see it.
Just do it a lot.
Just do it a lot.
And draw a bunch of boxes as well.
Yeah.
Just dive in and draw some boxes. I would recommend, if you want to be able to draw the torso and the pelvis as boxes, just start drawing some boxes. This top box is going to be basically, what is it exactly? It's 1/2 thick by 1 unit wide. Mm-hmm. And so, from the top it looks like this. From the front, it looks like this. And from the side, it looks like this. And that's how most people break down the...
Should we label that?
Yeah. Top.
I'm so glad it helped you, Persia.
Front. Side. Right? And then you skip half a block and you come down here. And then this is the...
Connecting boxes.
The pelvis. And so you put a center line on it and you just practice drawing this at like different angles. So say you do this. Sorry guys, I'm drawing at a really weird angle too.
But it looks fantastic on the screen.
And then you can tilt it back, tilt this forward. And there's the pelvis and rib cage. You can even practice drawing it at a different angle. Let's say you go, maybe we can bring this one over.
And actually, this is one of the processes that you can use for figure drawing as well.
Yep. Maybe tilt that one to the side, like that. And then, of course, you know, the head goes up there. So if you want to learn how to draw the torso and the pelvis, just draw two boxes and angle them differently from each other. A whole lot. And you can start adding, you know, the arms and stuff as simple cylinders and whatever, you know, although
I thought that was the back.
It is the back.
Oh, it is the back. Okay.
Yeah, maybe I'll do this.
And then just, I would say the thing that helped me most with drawing people wasn't anatomy, it was this.
Yeah.
It was this, literally.
Yeah. So, you know, do it a lot and you can go, oh, what if I have the side of the box like this? And then I go and I take this box and I go... And now all of a sudden, you're drawing people at like different angles. Maybe this arm comes out. Maybe this arm
Lizzie says, how do you connect
down.
the boxes?
You just draw a little spine.
Well, like, connect them like, actually, so it turns into a body. Actually, one really good exercise that we learned from that dimensional drawing class was connecting boxes like this.
Yup.
It's so good.
The top is going to be hard, the bottom is going to be hard, and the middle bit is going to be squishy, and you can sometimes get a little lump here.
Boop.
Just like that.
There we go.
So just connect the boxes like that. Sorry, I'm not reading chat. I'm kind of drawing.
Yeah.
You know, you can kind of imply the spine or the scapula if you want. But anyways, I'll keep it really simple.
Yep.
Anyways, what did I miss? Any tips on foreshortening? Learn about camera lenses. Camera lenses is very important to foreshortening because camera lenses determine how fast things get bigger as they get closer. It's basically a camera thing.
So one way that I like to draw the body is doing this, which is a very, very simple breakdown of a torso. If you want to know the very quick proportions of a human body, basically, you can split the upper and lower half of the body into two parts. So just draw a line. This whole thing here will be your upper body. Upper. Let me just make the pen smaller. Upper body.
Draw so fast and confident. Yeah, Christina draws really, really fast and confident.
I've drawn this a million times. And even now, I still like need to practice and stuff.
Unless you were talking about my boxes.
Your boxes are also very confident, Colton.
I as much as Christina's better than me at drawing people and stuff, I do draw boxes.
You draw, no, I would say like that's...
I got some box mileage
Your box mileage is way better than mine, because like, I mostly do characters. You can do basically anything because you can draw boxes. That's basically it. And you know how to foreshorten them, you know how to do all this stuff. I can't do that stuff as well as you, Colton.
I have an iPad and draw on Procreate, but I don't know how to add new brushes because I see a lot of people like having have custom brushes. Uvia, you go to
It's hard
the...
to see up there because the flags are covering
You can just
it.
pull this down a little bit.
Okay.
If you want. So you'll see up here, hit
Go to
the brush symbol,
press that
press
little
that plus sign,
And then import.
Import. And then
that's where you see all your stuff.
That's exactly where all your stuff is going to be. So you're going to find that. See TikTok brush gssblade1.abr.
It's in your files.
You would hit that.
Boop. And then you would get it.
Yep.
Okay.
So we had other things. I understand the fact that adults know what they want. My grandma, mom, sister are very talented. I'm hoping to be like them. What you said gave me new perspective. Thank you. Awesome.
Thank you. Well, I just know that because I've drawn as a kid and I've always just loved it, it was very hard for me to burn out because I just did not have any expectations at all. So like later on as I got older, I started gaining expectations too. And then I'm like, hold on, I actually got to go back to that childhood or that spark that I've always had and just keep that going. And that's what Colton also had to learn. So it's through experience. So yeah.
Yo, well, my boxes are boxing today because I did a bunch of figure drawing.
Exactly.
I did figure drawing warm up.
I would argue that his figure drawing is actually better than mine.
I don't think so.
I think it is.
I don't think so.
Yeah, very good flow. So, anyways, proportions. You can just see that I just divided the upper body into 3 equal parts. This doesn't have to be like complete boxes, but it's easier to just see them as boxes because they're all equal.
Isa, you can actually download this brush for free on the link on our profile.
Ribcage is going to be in the second box right here.
Do you have any tips on confident line quality? Draw a lot.
Draw a lot.
That's it.
That's
you just
really
gotta draw a lot. Fill up 5 sketchbooks cover to cover, at least 100 pages each, front and back, with a ballpoint pen. I guarantee you, your line quality will go through the roof.
So the thing is, it's like every page or every drawing that you do, try to get it in at least 1 stroke or less. Like any part that you're drawing, like rather than just drawing like this and trying to connect the lines as perfect as you can, try to be like, okay, I want to get this curve in 1 go. And if it's not perfect, just leave it alone.
You want to know how I improved my line quality? This is a sketchbook of mine. I filled up the entire thing with just this kind of stuff.
Very what is it?
No risk. No risk. I'm just drawing figures from every single angle, turning them around. I don't care. I'm just drawing. I'm just trying to get in that mileage.
Mileage is what's going to help a lot. And the more you draw, the better that you can actually understand bit proportion and stuff. Yeah, we do play Minecraft. We don't stream it. Also, I did see someone Pradeep. Now, we don't really collaborate. Not very much. We kind of do our own thing. Elbows are around the rib cage, and the wrists are actually a little bit below the pelvis, and so that makes it so that your hand actually reaches the bottom or reaches the top of your thighs.
Tata, are you referring to the sketchbook that I just showed? I got this mannequin here, and I'll pose it, and I'll just draw it with a pen, with a felt tip marker from a whole bunch of angles. It's expensive, though, I must warn you. If you're willing to fork out like $200+, you can get this specific mannequin.
It's on Amazon.
It's on Amazon. It's price gouged.
It's here. It's 1,000 toys.
Yo.
Right? 1,000 toys.
I'll tell you exactly what mannequin it is.
Hi, Suyash. By the way, is there anyone new on YouTube? Please let us know, because this is our YouTube era. We're also streaming on YouTube, and it'd be really nice to see if you guys are new. Toa Heavy Industries, okay, that's what it is. Me, hey Stray.
That's it. If you want to take a screenshot of that, that is the specific Mario Party core songs. Like I said, these are all sold out. They're Japanese, and people are reselling them on Amazon for like $200, $250.
Yep. So actually, Danny says, y'all need to announce y'all were spotted in a college library.
Oh,
books.
yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because some people, I think, donated our books to a college library, and one of our mods sent a picture, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's actually in a college library. That's so cool. It was actually fantastic, and it was an art college too, which is actually makes it really cool. Toto, you're here. The silliest. Hi, I'm new. Hi, silliest. Are you actually new though? Why do I feel like I've seen you before?
I saw you talking earlier.
Yes, you were talking.
Did you find us on your YouTube homepage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been browsing Epidemic Sounds trying to find good music for stream.
So I'm going to use the same proportion system and actually change the body type to a male and female. This is the easiest way that I've done it, is to just draw the ribcage and pelvis in equal parts.
That's another great question.
What's up?
Victoria has the best questions today.
Man, oh, we still got to do the figure drawing process.
Hi, would you give any tips on what to practice in order to improve creativity and imagination?
Wow.
That's a great question. After my own heart as a concept artist, because it's all about creativity and imagination. Draw a lot from life. Make a Pinterest board, browse Pinterest, and understand how the world works. Draw animals, draw bugs, whatever you're interested in. Specifically, if you're interested in architecture, if you're interested in characters, draw things from different cultures, different types of clothing, different kinds of plants and trees from observation. Try to understand how and why they work.
Well, Silly says, no, I searched from TikTok, got this recommended from my FYP.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Great.
That's cool.
Glad you're here. Yeah, they had entire classes on that sort of thing, Victoria, in the schools that we went to. So that's like a design thing. You would want to find design classes that cover that sort of thing. It's being creative requires you to understand how things already are. Like, if you want to be able to, say, invent a camera, you need to know kind of what cameras look like. So draw a bunch of cameras and then, maybe take a bug, like a beetle, and go, how would I make this camera with like the shape language of a beetle? And so then you could design like a really cool beetle camera where like the pieces of it look like, maybe it has like a little horn on it or something. How would you draw landscapes? It's kind of broad.
So this is the difference. I know we're kind of like jumping in between topics and stuff, but I also like it when Colton and I kind of just get into these spiels, but it also makes it so that I can't really, it's hard for me to teach. But I'm just going to continue my point here. Male and female body differences is mostly on silhouette. You actually see that the male body on the upper body is actually broader, and then as it gets towards the leg, it actually doesn't really move from this width. Anything larger than that will make it more look a bit womanly. But for a female, you'll see more like waves, more curves.
What's broad mean? Broad means like not specific, kind of a wide topic. If you can ask like a more specific question, I'd probably be able to answer it better. Landscapes. I would say if you want to learn how to draw and paint landscapes, there's a really good book out there, Composition for Outdoor Painting by Edgar Payne. Most landscape classes recommend that book.
Composition
of outdoor painting.
Outdoor painting.
It's an old book. It's probably almost 100 years old.
Edgar Payne.
Edgar, P-A-Y-N-E.
P-A-Y-N-E.
He has a bunch of like breakdowns of different landscapes and stuff, and it's really good. Mm-hmm. Most landscape painting classes will have like a handout. So my age, yeah, something like that.
Oh, hey Nami, new to this and I just found your account and I'm struggling with drawing heads.
Welcome.
I can draw heads in a bit. Actually, I think I do have that in here. So, man, we gotta go through all these topics. We got a lot of stuff.
We don't have to get through everything.
That's true, we don't have to. Let me think.
Must feed the chat.
Must feed the chat, I know. Buff athletic men, I would say if you want to draw more buff people, really just try to get that triangle in the torso.
Smaller heads.
Smaller heads
will make guys look bigger.
Yeah, smaller heads with broader necks, small torso.
As a major exaggeration.
This is a major exaggeration, by the way. Yeah. Skinny legs, because otherwise I feel like the proportions will look a little bit odd. Large arms. If your body can look like this, you got an athletic guy. or hero type character. Tank character.
Oh, George is on. Hey, George.
Hey, George.
How you doing?
What?
Georgie boy. How the kids?
And I'd say like the more. Oh, go ahead.
Mary B says, "Hi, Christina."
Hi, Mary. Another thing about buff characters is that the muscles will actually look more like bowling balls. If you're gonna look at like super athletic characters, look at Dragon Ball Z. They got like really, really pumped up muscles to the point where they kind of look very round. If you don't want this type, you're gonna have to go a little bit leaner. The leaner the muscle is, the more like elongated it looks. So it looks more like this. This is like a very lean muscle. A very buff muscle will actually look more like this.
Good. That's good to hear.
That's great.
Hi guys. Hey Naomi. Love your teaching better than my art teacher.
Aw.
Well, we try. I know you guys probably get this question a lot, but how do you draw hands? We actually have a couple TikToks on hands,
Yes,
Sam.
actually we do.
I will show you them right now so you can actually go and find them. So, number 1, our latest video right here. This is on simplifying and drawing hands. A lot of stuff. People seem to like it quite a lot. I'll just do that.
Wow, look at my shadow. Oh, well,
So
whatever.
it's this video right here, and then if you scroll all the way down, there's going to be a video of a crying guy right here. This is another video on hands, so it's actually quite funny. People like that one too. Funny enough, our new hand video did a lot better.
Yeah. Thanks for these live. New here, trying to improve my anatomy. Awesome.
Yeah, my account is under my middle name. Are you someone that we know, IRL?
Mary B. Yeah. Oh, it's Kirsten.
Oh, okay.
It's Kirsten.
Hello,
Hi.
welcome both of you.
Yay! I was like, Mary B, like, I'm just like, what?
Yup.
But the B is the burger, right?
Yup.
Okay, gotcha,
So-
gotcha.
If you are new here on TikTok especially, YouTube as well, we go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. So if you like what you see, if you want to show up again, go ahead and hit the follow button because we got a lot of stuff to teach and we're not going to get through it all today. So if we don't get to your questions or if you just like the vibes and like drawing in the background while we're on, go ahead and hit the follow button. YouTube as well, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button.
Okay, I think I really want to cover this topic,
What?
figure drawing process, because this includes bodies as well. So if you ever go to a figure drawing class, this is what they're going to teach. And also, I teach this in my anime art school, which is like just basically just a bunch of gesture drawing and figure drawing classes, just in an online format. The first thing that you would start off with is gesture. I was taught this process, and there's multiple ways to do figure drawing. This is, I think, a very common way to do it. This was taught by Glenn Villepeu as well as my teacher that was taught by him. You start with gesture, then you fill the gesture in with forms, basic forms, and then you add muscle on top. So start this first. This is where you can understand your proportion and the overall flow of the pose. Number 2 is where you can kind of lock in and actually spend a bit more time on the pose, get the perspective correct, get the 3-dimensional forms to it. And then last but not least is the muscle. So if you do this, your bodies will turn out a lot better, and there will be a higher chance of actually it doing well. So what I like to do is, well, I wish I had a pose in mind, but when I draw gestures, I draw them with very simple planes that are very flat.
Do like a Mickey pose or something.
Okay, I'll do a Mickey pose.
I feel like if you don't know what vibe you're going for, the pose is like, huh?
Yeah, that's true.
But then it's like,
me
oh,
think
maybe like a
Mickey.
cutesy. Where
So-
she's like, nah.
Okay, I got it. And by the way, this also helps if you have a lot of like visual library of poses in mind. Visual library just means you kind of know what poses would look like, and you've drawn them a bunch of times. Like I have drawn so many anime characters with anime type poses that I know how to bend the torso in a certain way that looks very cutesy.
Hey,
So, like-
Starry. Yo.
So like, she is going to kind of bend forward a little bit. Hand on her hip, because that's Miki. She's sassy. And then maybe her hand. I want her hand to be up on her face and she's pulling her eye down. And the gesture can just be something very, very simple like this. Now this requires you to know proportion. And I'm kind of skipping a little bit of
this
steps
stuff-
here. So,
This stuff up here,
oops,
let's just
sorry.
let you do it.
Yeah, sorry.
upper body,
This
legs. Yep.
requires you to know this. If you don't know how to do this, the gesture is going to look a little bit off. And at this stage, this is where you can kind of just start checking to see if all these little measurements are correct. Because if your drawing looks good at this stage, it's going to look better later as you add more stuff on top.
Yeah. If you don't do well at this stage, or I should say if you don't make sure that this stuff is correct, you're going to have a really difficult time correcting it later, because later there's going to be other things that you're worried about.
Yeah.
So if you go, well, I'll fix it later, well, there's going to be a lot of other things later that you're going to be focused on, and so now you're going to have to fix it while you're focused on other things like clothing folds, or your volumes, or anatomy and muscles, or facial expressions. So if you're trying to fix the pose while you're even like coloring, very difficult.
Yep.
So try to get it at this stage.
Now, once again, this does not have to be perfect. It just has to be good enough. You can always, I would say, like every stage you can change stuff. It will just get a little bit more difficult if you don't know how to change it. So this is the gesture proportion phase. Mm-hmm. Then like you add, yeah, this is 1. This is going to be 2. I'm going to add in, okay, well, how is my arm like being bent? Is it bent going away from me, or is it going towards me? I want this arm to go away from me, so that means the cylinder, we're going to see the top of the cylinder.
What's the challenge that's due Friday? I don't actually remember. I'll have to check the Discord server.
There's multiple challenges, challenge prompts.
There's 3 weeklies. I'll go find them.
By the way, if I did cover on how to draw the male body and how to like differentiate the two, so this will be on YouTube VOD. We're also streaming on YouTube as well, so you can always check on that video as well on our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is just Draw Anime Academy. It's our same handle. So if you just look on Draw Anime Academy and check our latest stream, which is this one, once we post it, it'll be there.
Yup.
I'm kind of going on different topics.
So challenges. November, the weekly is a collab where you draw your OCs at an apple orchard. So that's number 1 for this Friday. Number 2 is draw your OC attempting gymnastics. And number 3 is draw your OC in oversized clothes.
Oh, that one's going to be fun.
So don't forget, that is due Friday before
our stream. Sometimes we're a little bit lenient and we'll open it for 30 more minutes, but please get it on time. That'll make your life a lot easier.
My teacher was going to teach figure drawing and gesture, but she got inspired by printmaking, so we are no longer counting figure drawing. RIP.
Whoa, no.
Freddy Chan's draw someone doing a handstand, have to get the right muscles. That would be under the gymnastics one, I guess.
Yeah. So you can see here that I actually added a side to this form right here. I just added a side and that created a box. Mm-hmm. So this is the original. I added a side because this is where the perspective of my rib cage is going in. There's a box. Same thing on this box right here. And then I just curved these lines to make them look like cylinders.
We go over rendering soon. Do we have a rendering on our list?
We do have rendering on the list. So then after that, this is kind of looking more like a body now. In fact, I actually want to add a little bit of the breasts on here because this is a girl after all.
Can this apply for animation? Yep, it's just figure drawing fundamentals.
And then we add some anatomy on top.
This is like foundational underlying stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, it'll I mean, if you're animating people, this is just the basics of drawing poses and figure drawing and proportion. So yeah, absolutely.
So then one last step is to actually add the anatomy. Now, this does not require you to add the entire thing, like all the entire muscles in the human body. You just need to add the one that's, basically most relevant to you for the body type. So for this, I'm going to use thinner lines this time because I'm kind of cleaning this drawing up, but I'm not using too hair thin of a line where it looks like this, and then it will make me, focus on detail too much. So I still make my line work kind of thick, just not too thick. And then that's where I add in the clavicle, where the breast connects to the chest, the arms, kind of just flesh it out a little bit more.
And remember, when you're doing a line work over a top of a sketch, make sure that you're not just tracing your previous drawing, you're actually giving more information.
Right, yeah.
So I'm actually going to be making a YouTube video on it at some point. And this has to do with if you find that your sketches almost always look better than your final drawings, I'll explain exactly why and how to fix that. It's called plussing. The technical term is called plussing that they use in the industry. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you find that your final drawings just don't look better than your sketches, you need to make sure that you're giving more information that was not in your sketches, and you're reinforcing stuff like the form, the anatomy, the pose.
Overlaps.
A lot of people will just trace their sketch with a smaller brush.
Yeah. Like for here, I'm adding in bits of the kneecap that it wasn't there previously. And I'm also adding in overlaps like the center line of the body, the breasts, also how I'm combining the two cylinders together so it doesn't look like just a bunch of cylinders. It actually looks like an arm. Adding a bit of the calf muscle, ankles.
Do you guys show where you get your brushes? We just have one. We just use one brush during stream. It's for free on the link on our profile.
This is where I would add, some muscle like the sartorius, which is a muscle in your leg that's really long. That kind of splits the leg into two.
I hate when people say you're tracing when you're just doing what you said over your sketch. It's very easy to spot tracing because it's contour drawing without understanding.
Yeah. I'll show you.
I see tracing sometimes in our Discord server. I don't really say anything about it because I don't care, because they're using like stuff that they're allowed to trace. It's not prohibited. Yeah, it's not like prohibited or anything as long as you have the rights to what you're tracing. But it's very easy to spot.
I'm going to show you what tracing looks like and how to identify it. Now, this is not to make this a witch hunt. I'm just showing you, this is the difference between understanding the drawing underneath and just tracing right on top. Tracing right on top is just drawing the outline of things.
Zixla. We have a couple of TikTok videos on hands. Our latest video is on hands. You can check it out there. And then if you scroll down and you see a thumbnail of a crying guy, that's also on hands. I don't think hands is on our list today.
Hands is not on our list today.
We went over clothes at the beginning of stream.
So you can see here that when I'm tracing this body, I'm not really adding anything to it. I'm just copying the outline.
Smile, thank you for the follow. Tree, I think that's a tree. I don't know what it is. I'm doing it. Are you? Thank you for the follow. Ferret. Ferrets. I'll just call you ferrets. Ferrets are cute. Okay, that must be it. Thank you for the follow.
Salty, you'll be able to do it.
Yeah, Salty. Show up, hang out, just draw. You'll get there eventually if you keep practicing, take classes and stuff. Ferret. Is that it? Is that right? Ferrets are cute?
Ferrets are cute.
It's a CTE.
Oh. Duplicate.
Coco Z, thank you for the follow. Salty, thanks for the follow. Sapphire, thank you for the follow. Ghost, love this channel.
Thank you.
Thank you. How do we do our thing?
Okay, so I'll just show you, see, this is the difference.
Ferrets are cute. Some of our community members drew me as a ferret.
This is where everything's all outlining and everything kind of looks perfect.
Yep. That, to me, looks very much like tracing.
Yeah.
Although I can tell that the person who's tracing knows what they're doing.
Well, this one shows understanding because you can actually see what's going on inside the form. So it's not just the outline. There's also okay, I know where the rib cage is. I know where the forms of the body are. I know where the muscles are. I'm just indicating rather than tracing directly on top.
Thank you, Ghost. That's very kind of you.
What's that?
There's nothing wrong with tracing.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong.
If you're stealing someone else's work and claiming it as your own, then that's wrong. But tracing in and of itself, who cares? If you have the rights to it, do whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly. If I really can't draw something, but I have the rights to an image that would help me to draw a hand better, then I'm gonna use it.
But I'm not like an art purist. I like drawing to tell stories that I'm passionate about. I don't draw to prove that I can draw.
Yeah.
what to go to your art class, but I can't. It's all good. You can hang out here.
Okay, so covered a lot of stuff, kind of. We only covered like 3 topics. Whatever. No, 4 topics actually.
How long did it take you to learn anatomy? I've been trying to learn it for a while now. Quite a long time.
Quite a long time. It takes years. I'm still learning. Like I would say like I've only just learned like the very basics of it still. I mean like there's things that in the body that I still don't know about and I'm still trying to like figure it out too. So it's a lifetime skill.
I need to learn more how clothes fall. We have a couple clothing TikToks.
Yeah, we do.
Try to verify your guys' Discord server, but it won't let me verify. Make sure you only press the checkmark button once. It won't show up as a little number. It'll remove your verify, but you'll gain access to the server.
Okay. So I'm gonna cover just really quickly ears and tears. Oh, that rhymed. Tears. I'm just gonna cover on this little guy here. Please, whenever you're drawing tears, especially if you want them to look dainty and cutesy and you know demure, whatever, really cute, really soft. Please don't do this. It's too blunt. Instead, draw the trail, but space out the line a little bit and actually wrap it around the face. I would say emphasize the tear at the end and then leave the trail just very subtle like that.
Like a broken line.
Like a broken line, exactly. Break up the line a little bit and also make it pretty thin, but have it wrap around the cheek. And the tears is also a great way to show the form of the face. Because if I just draw a tear that's going in a straight line like this, that does not look natural.
Oh, I'm not drinking tea. I'm drinking some sort of energy drink stuff.
Yep.
Strawberry flavor.
But if I make the tear wrap around the face like this, break up the line, looks very nice.
Do you have any tips on how to get used to layers? Like when you're making a full render drawing, I don't get how people know what each one does. You can name layers.
Yeah.
Also, we tend to keep it really simple. Just a couple of layers. Like,
if you want,
I don't even know, 3 or 4 max.
This is a very in-depth drawing right now. I know this is like super crazy, but this also depends on how crazy you want your illustration to be. I have a line work layer for the drawing, and then underneath of those layers, I have a layer for every character that I'm gonna color in.
Yeah.
So,
if you want to simplify layers, what you can do is you could take Miko layer and you could merge it with Naomi layer because they're not touching each other. Like Christina's not gonna do this, but
right.
I've seen it a lot. Like if you have Jake, you could merge his layer with any of the girls and you could still easily separate them out.
Yeah.
So if you have a ton of objects in your scene, you can merge layers of objects that aren't touching to keep your layer count low.
Yeah. Like if I wanted to save space, I definitely would merge Miko, Naomi's and Jake's because they're far enough apart that I don't have to like worry too much about filling stuff in. But I'm gonna just make this layer Miko's color layer and that's it and stuff like that. So you'll probably see me work on this throughout the stream later, throughout the different streams and stuff. But yeah. Okay. Colton, do you want to cover bird's eye and worm's eye perspective?
Yes, right after I tinkle.
Okay. Well, now you're leaving me alone with chat.
Well, give them head pats or something.
Okay.
Did you guys earn head pats yet?
No.
If you're not at 25,000 likes by the time I get back, there's gonna be some issues.
Yep. Hey, ODSTN. What?
Like,
Guys, start liking. If y'all can get to 25k likes before Colton comes back from his bathroom break, then we'll give you head pats. I've been too busy drawing to like, oh, thank you, Miley. I always love your drawings. Please. I've been trying to draw chibi, but I can't. Is that the question that you want me to do? Colton will be doing perspective in a little bit, so I can just draw chibi real quick. If you want to draw chibi, like a really simple one, draw the head, very flat, very round on top, very flat at the bottom. I like to make the body about 2 heads tall, or maybe a little bit less than 2 heads tall, so you gotta take this head drawing and then just yeet it down a little bit. And then for the very simple chibi body, I just combine a bunch of cones. So I make sure that the body ends here. Oh, there are 22,000 likes.
I'm on my way back.
Uh-oh, I don't think y'all can make it. So I just simplified to a very basic cones like this for a very simple chibi. We also have a TikTok for chibis as well that you can find.
All right, let's see what we're at.
Hey Tira, 24,000. Oh, they were so close.
Oh, it just hit 25.
All right, 25.
Hey Tira.
Good job, guys.
Does Heart on YouTube do anything? I don't think so. I'm not sure. We have to figure out some YouTube stuff. All right, well, y'all hit 25,000 likes, so.
Y'all hit it just in the nick of time.
Good job, chat. 25K. I saw that going up real fast.
They're like, oh crap. Good job.
Great work. Should we give him some chalky milk for doing it so well?
Yeah, why not?
Y'all want chalky milk?
I want some milk.
We need to burp them.
How do we burp them?
We take a hand and we duplicate it and we put it behind them.
And should we do a little smoke cloud of a burp?
I think we just take this hand.
Okay, hold up. This hand.
And
Well, I guess we're
duplicate
adding
it,
more.
And we just take it and shrink it and put it like here. And then we can burp chat.
This is ridiculous. Actually, I would.
Hey guys, it's Michael. Michael Perry, hello.
Oh, Michael.
Our Navy man.
Yeah, we'll do that. Wait, no, I need to make it nicer.
So cute.
I need to make it nicer. I need to actually add some dimension to the hand. You know, I'm just gonna draw this hand over.
Now Christina's just on something. Wait, what is this? So, for all of you who don't know, on TikTok, every 25,000 likes, we give baby chat, which is the chat right here, head pats for doing such a good job. And over time, it's just been getting more and more complicated.
Yep.
And I thought it would be cute if we could burp them.
Yeah. Holy, oh crap. Need to separate this out. Cut and paste. Okay. Now it's on its own layer. So like.
So now we can.
Wait, crap. This is not.
It needs to be below
under.
chat.
It needs to be below, baby.
Okay.
Let's see. Ah, yeah. There we go.
There you go. So now we have to burp chat.
Burp.
After chalky milk, maybe they'll get maybe
Oh,
they'll
that's
get burp.
funny. That'd actually be really funny.
I can imagine everyone in chat going like burp.
Burp. All right, Colton, you're up.
Okay. What am I even teaching?
Worm's eye and bird's eye view. And I need to take a bathroom break too.
All right. Worm's eye view and bird's eye view. I guess I can make a new little layer here. Turn that off. So bird's eye, that's huge. That's tiny. Bird's eye. Worm's eye. So bird's eye view, we're going to be looking down from above, like that. All right, so this is going to be a 3-point perspective. Actually, both of these are probably going to be in 3-point perspective. So you're going to have a box essentially like that. How do you get head pats? Every 25,000 likes on TikTok, chat gets head pats. Okay, anyways, bird's eye view, you're looking down. What does that mean? It means that your vanishing points are going to basically be 1, 2, 3, and you'll essentially have this kind of thing. I'm exaggerating. And it'll kind of look like that. So your box will be right here. So you'll have vanishing points on the left and right and one on the bottom because you're above the object, right? And so if there's a person down here, what their body is going to look like is it's going to look like this. You're going to see the top of their feet because you're looking down. You're going to see the top of their, arms, and it's going to look something like this.
Now, how do I get through?
Worm's eye, or a bird's eye view. And I'll just go on to worm's eye view really quick. So what happens with a worm's eye view is, oh, by the way, your horizon line is going to be way up here, and a lot of the time it won't even be in frame. So your horizon line can be out of frame, and it doesn't matter. Your horizon line would definitely not be in frame right here. So if like this is the frame, horizon line's way above.
S'more jelly? Sorry. This is the chibi video, the one with Todoroki.
Yes. So if y'all want to get better at drawing chibis, go to our profile. Here is a video with Todoroki in the beginning. And this is all about getting better at drawing chibis. So it explains the basics. Otherwise, we actually have a class called Chibi Art Class. It's about 20 hours long. And it teaches you how to draw all these in incredible depth. It's a very, very good class. Why is chat a baby?
Because you guys are precious.
Don't ask. Because y'all are precious and like little babies. I don't know. It's just, I don't even know the lore behind that anymore.
What do you mean? Salty? What do you mean the tutorial one? Do you mean the class?
The chibi class? No, the chibi class is paid.
Yes, it's $20.
So, Worm's Eye View. You're basically doing the same exact thing, except you're flipping it upside down. All right? So, you're gonna take this. How do I like duplicate it? Do I do this?
Yep.
Duplicate?
Yep. The free one is going to be in the TikTok. That's the free version of it, I guess. It's a very simple tutorial. It's one with Todoroki being scribbled out. You can find our classes in the linking in our profile. If you go...
Check this out. Yeah.
Sorry, if you go to our profile, which is down here, you'll see a link.
Oh.
Click on that.
Yup.
This is where you'll find our chibi course.
Chibi art class. There's that. And what are they looking for?
They're looking for just our classes.
Oh yeah. So here's Chibi art class. You can click on this or that. And then this gold button right here is for our anime art school. And that will bring you to all the information on it. And then if you want to join our Discord server, there's this button right here and the link. And if you want the digital brush that we're using, there is a download for that there.
Yes.
And there's our books as well. So everything's on here.
So hopefully that helps.
Yes. All right. Worm's Eye View. It's really just a bird's eye view, except flipped upside down. So instead of your third vanishing point being on the bottom, your third vanishing point is going to be on the top. So a worm's eye view, you're going to be looking up. So I like to go cylinder. You know, you could go chest, pelvis, legs. You're looking up at all of this stuff. Hands. Let me move this layer. I'm running into my stuff a little bit.
Mysel asks, question, a friend is trying to join the Discord server, but it's asking the phone to verify. Mysel, do you want to let me know what their username is so I can manually verify if they can't do it? That is just to make it so that they're not a bot. We don't.
You're gonna see the bottom of the nose, and all of this you're gonna be looking up at. So your horizon line on this one is gonna be like the ground, like probably right about here.
Whoa, that's.
And then
nice.
everything in the background is going to be coming up like this. See? And then you can go like that.
Worm's Eye is kind of a bit more curved, isn't it?
I'm using a little bit of a curved lens, but you don't have to. I'm doing it for exaggeration, right? And that's basically how you draw a worm's eye view. So again, your vanishing point on top is going to be really high, and then you're going to have a vanishing point on the left and on the right, and it's going to be on your horizon line right here. So this is hard to draw in, by the way. You have to be pretty good at drawing figures in order to do this, because you have to be good enough at drawing figures so that you can draw them at different angles and in different camera lenses. This is really hard to master. I would recommend doing this, doing a lot of practice with very simple box-like figures like we were doing earlier. So just drawing these figures at different angles all over the place in like a sketchbook, right? Maybe you can go like that.
That was very smooth. See, Colton's figure drawing is actually very nice.
Maybe we can go
little bit of foreshortening in there.
Yeah, a little bit of foreshortening in there.
Otaku Z says, I love practicing with boxes.
Like that, right? So you're drawing these bodies at different angles. Maybe the chin can be like that. Ear. Now you wouldn't probably see that ear.
Nami, you can find the link to our Discord in the linky in our profile. Or if you can't find that link because you're under 18, you can DM us asking for the Discord link, and then we'll send it to you.
So we can go...
Thank you for the follows, guys. Whoa.
Right, you can go maybe like this. A little bit thick.
I love how every time that you're teaching the music, it's super energetic.
Yeah, but it's all boring. Yeah.
Easy go.
So what would the ground plane look like with this, right? It'd probably look something like this.
Wow.
And I would recommend, as a practice exercise, drawing like sheets of paper on the ground, and you can go and you can draw them at like different angles from each other. Maybe one's right there. Maybe one's right there. And you can actually turn these into boxes as well, if you want.
Actually, this works great for landscapes as well.
Yes.
You can literally turn that into like a rock formation.
Yep, this works really well for landscapes.
I need to be more intuitive with my perspective. Like, I've taken perspective classes and I technically know, but I feel like intuitively just drawing it from like my mind, it's a bit difficult.
So again, even though this is about worm's eye and bird's eye, if I flip this upside down, all of a sudden it's bird's eye, right? Or not worm's eye, sorry, my bad. You know, you can draw.
You already covered bird's eye, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna have to look back in the thing.
Right? There, worm's eye. This person's standing on these floating boxes in the air, right? This could be the ledge, this could be a rock formation, this could be a cliff. He can have clouds in the background. If you're looking up, you'll probably see the bottoms of the clouds themselves. So maybe a little bit symmetrical. I don't really like that.
Hey, beaver.
So maybe those are the bottoms of the clouds. Like that.
Wow.
So this guy's standing on these boxes. I'll add a little bit of line weight.
That could be a cute little Mickey-stration.
Yeah. There we go. Worm's eye view. Can you do anime eye next? Probably. I don't know. I don't know what Christina's got planned.
I don't know.
But look, now it's a worm's eye
looks
view.
like a reflection.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Well, you can add feet on this, in a way. Well, actually, no. I was gonna say you can add feet on this and make it look like an actual reflection, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I guess we could. You know, well, maybe I'll do this instead. There you go. So this would be more worm's eye view, or bird's eye view, sorry. I always say them wrong.
Honestly, that's so real, because every time I'm teaching something, I'll be like, I'll just
Flip.
do that. Flip.
They're just flipped. High horizon for bird's eye view, low horizon to worm's eye view. Because what's really happening is in a bird's eye view, you've got your character, and the camera's just looking at them from how a bird would, right? There they are. And in a worm's eye view, your camera's, here's your character, and your camera's on the ground, looking up at your character like that. Just like that. So it's inverted, it's reversed. So whoever asked that question earlier, I hope that this helps. Why is it called a bird's eye? Because it's like if a bird was looking at you.
Yeah. And the worm's eye is like it's as if a worm is looking at you.
Yep, and a worm's eye is, yeah, you got a little worm on the ground or something.
And it's like, huh? It's cute. That's so cute.
So, yeah. I don't know who asked that. It was quite a while back.
It was quite a while
back.
back.
I think our regulars will appreciate it. But that's why it's so important to be able to do this figure drawing, like what Christina and I are always talking about. Because you can understand the concept of how to draw in a worm's eye or a bird's eye. But if you can't draw characters in different angles, then it doesn't really matter that much. Right? Breaking down characters into really simple boxes. There's the back and the pelvis. Head. And this could be their front or the back. Doesn't really matter.
I need to sit up straighter now that I draw that. Now that you've drawn that.
There you go. Or it can be the back.
You stinky joined.
Ew, why are you so stinky?
so stinky.
Take a shower. All right. Anyways, there you go. That's my bird's eye and worm's eye. We'll put this stuff on the Discord server later as well.
Yep.
You guys make it look so simple.
Oh, Colin's been doing this for crazy long time. It even looks easy from like my perspective. Like he makes it look very easy.
OMG, you're live.
So let me think. Is there any topics?
Hey Zigo, where do you find your Discord? Nami, you can direct message us on TikTok and I'll send you the link to it. We hit 149,000 followers.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
We're almost at 150,000 followers on TikTok, everybody. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'll copy the Discord invite link.
Ignore my user, that's funny. How can I ignore it when you just says ignore it?
What do you guys know how to draw someone looking down? I tried and the legs looked weird. Someone looking down? Not sure exactly what you mean.
Like, you mean you're looking down at a person? I think I'll cover eyes really quickly. I think my teaching steam is kind of running out a little bit. But I will do a few more things.
We wanted to try to run to Costco tonight.
What? We did? Crap, I totally forgot about that.
So, we might wrap up kind of soon.
Yeah.
Hey, Fyodor.
Hey, Fyodor.
OMG, you're live.
Anyways, what were the questions? Eyes. Just gonna...
Colton's been doing the lines since he was 5. Funny enough, Orion,
I'm a painter.
I am not a drawer. I am a painter. It becomes very apparent when Christina draws that out of the two of us, she is the drawer.
I am the drawer. I cannot... Like, I mean, I can kind of paint, but not as... I don't think like a painter. I think more like a drawer.
Hey, Michael, are you already back? Did you already fly back to Florida?
So, I know that somebody asked how to do, like, eye proportions earlier. So I'll kind of combine that as well. If they're still here, that'd be great. But, so where I place my eyes it's not... So this, of course, depends on the character. I actually like to place my eye line a little bit lower than, like, an actual normal person, because the lower the eye line is, the cuter it looks.
Not yet. Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to see you guys during Christmas time.
Yeah!
We'll have to play Brawl... What is it? Smash Ultimate?
Super Smash? Yeah.
I'm here the whole month until December 2nd. Oh yeah, Chris was the one flying back immediately.
So I am gonna draw the eyes, but I'm not gonna think about like an actual eye. I'm just gonna think about a shape. This shape depends on what kind of eye type that you want. So if you want like a sharper eye, you know, you can droop it down a little bit, make it a little bit sharper at the corners, stuff like that. I will do a round eye because that's cute. Oh, thank you.
I'm stealing your drink. You'll better keep it from me.
No, you can
I
steal
already
it.
drank a whole one.
Okay, fine.
Actually, it's almost gone.
I make sure that my eye is about one eye length apart, approximately. It could be a little bit closer if the eyes are really big, but I think that this is a pretty good range. And I just draw the other shape and mirror it.
I'm here being a recruiter. Hopefully you have a better time than Chris did.
I know. And then I thicken the lash lines because I already got my shape that I want.
Ooh, this is a good song too.
And then I add in the pupils. Or the irises, sorry. It's like once I have a good shape, then I can add in all the details later. And you can do this for any eye shape. Here's the eyelid. Here's the eyebrow. You can add in details like the highlight, the pupils, inside, shade it in a little bit. And I like to work on both eyes at the same time so that it feels like more symmetrical. But you can do whatever you want. There we go.
Otakuzi, hello as well. Yep, if you're watching on TikTok and you missed a lot of the educational stuff, we're also streaming on YouTube. It automatically gets uploaded into our live section on YouTube. So go follow our YouTube channel if you want to see this entire stream, full length, on demand, whenever you want it. We've been streaming for 1 hour and 47 minutes.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, if you're on TikTok, go over to our YouTube channel, Draw Anime Academy, same username. And, yeah, you can see it.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm kind of ready to wind down for the teaching part.
Is it Cutica? Is that how you say your name? Love you guys. Stay amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to work on this for a little bit, just to kind of cool down a bit.
How long did it take for you guys to get this good?
Years. But I think even now there's still more stuff to improve on, so yeah, years.
Yeah, I don't really consider myself very good.
I agree.
I'm okay at some things. You guys have cute chibis. Love you guys. Thank you, Michael. I've been working. I started working professionally in 2016. Honestly, I'm absolutely astounded that I even was able to get work at all back then. You know what they say about concept art? It really is true. What? You do not have to be that good. You just have to be able to come up with ideas that fit the spec. Yep.
I like to think of our Anime Academy OC little project as kind of like training people to fit a spec.
What's a good way to do master studies? That's a really good question.
That's a very good question.
So, I would start with, what do I want to learn from the study? Do I want to learn about brush economy? Do I want to learn how they simplify values? Do I want to learn how they use a limited palette? Do I want to learn how they use lighting? I would first figure out exactly what I want to learn, right? And what kind of master study? Am I learning from someone like, you know, Scott Christensen or Edgar Payne when it comes to landscape painting? They use... Did my music stop?
Her music's gone. I guess it didn't stop.
Let's find one of my favorites.
Let's do that one.
Oh, I don't know where that one is.
Oh, okay. Brighter Than the Sky.
City Poppin'?
It's just because...
But anyways.
Yeah, anyways.
Ooh, that's a fun one.
Oh, that's a good one, too.
What's a master study? A master study is when you basically do a copy of a master artist's artwork in order to learn. A lot of people do master studies of famous painters. What's that guy's name? The really good painter, he paint portraits. Everybody loves him.
Sargent?
Sargent. John Singer Sargent. A lot of people do studies of his work.
Yeah.
A lot of people do studies of Edgar Payne in painting classes.
As well as vintage 50s painters.
Yup. Christina does master studies of Kobe Whitmore. Mm-hmm. She does master studies of Mead Schaefer. A lot of famous artists.
I love those artists so much.
But anyways, animators also do master studies. A lot of animators will often draw choreography, like fight scenes and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, master studies, figure out what you want to learn, right? Say I'm studying Kobe Whitmore, or a more well-known artist, maybe like Norman Rockwell, right? Maybe I'm studying Norman Rockwell's figure composition, or his ability to storytell in an artwork. I'd probably focus a lot on the characters' poses. I'd probably focus a lot on their expressions. I'd focus on the hierarchy of the characters, where they're placed in the scene, how the background is placed.
I am technically making a masking layer. I'm just doing a very primitive one.
Why aren't we using a masking layer?
This is my masking layer.
This is the masking layer.
It's just, I'm just using a color instead of like doing the mask stuff. I'm very primitive with my layer stuff. I don't even use masks because I just paint on top and I'm just like, I call it a day.
Question, what is happening in the drawing? Like, what is the composition with the characters right now? They're all just like flying around.
They're flying around. They're all jumping, so I'm going to remove all this. Looks like that right now. Line work. So it's just all them overlapped and jumping in the air. And I'm just coloring it now.
I saw the ArtStation portfolios and I love both your works. Awesome, thank you.
Thank you, Otaku.
Thank you. It makes it easier than tackling everything. Yeah, there's probably some pretty good YouTube videos out there about how to do master studies. Free Fallen. Yeah.
I used to study a lot of like Rococo paintings, and I would like be like, man, I really want to get that silk texture really nice. So then I would take a portion of that painting and just study that and be like, where's the light source? Like how reflective is it? And
what's your Discord? Send us a direct message and ask for it.
Actually, another thing about doing master studies is, in a way, whenever I make classes for like our anime art school or for like additional classes that we make, it's kind of like a master study, because when I'm drawing hands or when I'm, you know, inspired by an artist, I'm like, okay, I want to get to this quality.
Yeah. Well, the thing about master studies is the master has already expertly solved all of the art problems.
Yeah.
Right? They've already simplified the values. They've already found a good pose. They've found a lighting scenario that works well. The master has already problem solved, and you're studying their problem solving.
Yeah.
It's almost like, imagine like a really complex math problem, and a really high level mathematician has done it all on a chalkboard, and you're basically looking at it and going, oh, so that's what he did.
Yep.
And you're copying it.
But you're not just mindlessly copying. You're like, okay, so they put the shadows, they simplified the shadows here. Actually, one thing that really helped me a lot was actually seeing shapes within shadows. So like, if you're always wondering like, okay, well, how do you do shadows on people? Or like, how do you do like shadows on clothes? I actually look at shapes. Like, I'm like, okay, what shape is this shadow creating on the cloth or on the character? And then I basically mimic that shape. And I'm like, oh, so that's how they
it's the Apple Pencil Pro. Is that what it's called?
Yep, Apple Pencil Pro.
For anybody asking about the Discord server, feel free to just send us a direct message and ask for the Discord server.
Yep.
I'll just paste it into the message. I want to learn everything eventually. Christina Bestie, can you do a quick side profile? These are all side
These
profiles.
are all side profiles. Okay, you want a quick side profile? I'm just gonna do it really quick on here. I like to think of the nose and the forehead as like a little slippery slope. And actually the more stylized that you want the nose, this is actually not a very good brush or color to use. So I'm gonna use a darker color to make it easier to see. There we go. So I like to think of a slippery slope. I like to think, okay, very harsh or
it looks
very...
like a little sassy leg and foot.
It kind of does. It kind of does. So I would say that this part is very important for a side profile, because it's like you have this round forehead, then it dips into an almost 90-degree angle, and then it comes out in an upward angle.
Victoria, I did send the link to you. Did you get it? I sent it about an hour ago.
And so Roblox shared the live. That's funny.
Roblox shared the live.
I feel
Roblox itself. Thank you, Roblox. If you if you need find people for a sponsorship. That's weird. I can send it to you again if you want. There, I sent it again.
Does it help with the side profile, Kayla? Now, of course, this can always be different. Like, you can also have like a sharper side profile where the slope is actually a lot less steep, like this, but actually a little bit slower.
Victoria, if you didn't get the invite, can you see the link on our profile? Can you get to it? Hello, fellow artists. Hello.
Hey.
Can we see the full thing?
Man, I don't like how green this is. I want this to be a more subtle green. There we go. This is what it looks like so far. It's kind of hard to see on the line work, huh?
Do you know how to make concept art sheets? You mean like turnarounds and callouts and stuff? Yeah. What's the Discord? Like I said before, send us a direct message on TikTok or go to the link on our profile, and the Discord link is on there. Roblox? Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, we have so many people that want to join our Discord server. I don't chase people down to send them the invite. You have to come to us and ask for the link in direct messages, or go type in the URL on your own. So for anybody who wants to join the Discord server, download the brush, all of that sort of stuff, this is the link. Type that into your browser. drawanimeacademy.com/TikTok. Go to your web browser, type that in. The invite, the brush, all that kind of stuff is on there. So take a screenshot of this. Take a screenshot of that. And then type that into your browser.
I'm using Procreate.
It may be my device, but I also tried following the link to your Discord and it wouldn't pop up.
You might need to open it in a new tab or maybe have a Discord already open. I know that some people have solved that problem.
I used y'all YouTube links. Awesome, Victoria.
Nice.
Victoria, I now know, is the person with the good questions.
Yeah. That's right.
You have successfully left a positive impression. We are glad you're here. I like how June looks here.
I like it too.
You used y'all's YouTube links. Yeah, I chucked all our links on our YouTube as well. Yeah, if you join the Discord server and you don't have phone verification, just let us know and I can manually give you the correct role. But it looks like pretty much everybody's got
it handled.
Yeah.
That's
So
good.
that person got in. This person.
Man, I don't know how some artists do it, but on some art lives that I've seen, they'll draw, they won't even fill the entire thing with like a color, they'll just immediately go into like line and color it like this and they just fill it in with a super tiny brush. You know what I'm talking about?
It
I don't know how
drives
they
me
do
nuts.
It does drive me nuts too. I'll be like, work faster! I'll be like, use a bigger brush, please!
That's like the professional background side of me speaking.
I know.
Like, especially as a freelancer, you make more money the faster you work.
Like they'll do this. They'll zoom in really far in and then they'll use like a
You're not in far enough.
No. They'll do this and then they'll be like, okay, gotta do this whole thing. And that's why y'all are so slow. I'm kidding. That's why it takes super long for some people. And
Noodling colors, yeah, Orion.
noodling colors. And then they'll just use a super tiny brush and try to fill everything, this huge drawing in. And I'm like, just use a bigger brush, please. Like, just saves you a bunch of time.
That's why I stopped coloring in my drawings. Too many sweats.
Too many sweats. I love it. Drives me nuts, but at the same time, it's kind of endearing.
Gonna make fan art of y'all's OCs. I already did Victor, but I can't decide who's next.
Oh, Colin would definitely love Miki.
Miki, yes. I feel like some of our regulars aren't here and they're in the Discord server playing Minecraft.
I've been blessed with a lot of Ray fan arts lately.
I'm playing with action figures.
You're playing with action figures.
Yeah, I'm literally just like using this and like
Chow, chow, pa-chow. We are Minecrafting. Oh, that makes sense.
How do you draw arms?
We'll cover arms another stream.
Yeah.
I'm kind of out of my tutorial phase. Sometimes I'm teaching kind of like uses a bit of my brain power. So that's why I'm kind of
What if I do both Ray and Miki?
Yes.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
I don't think we've had a
I don't
Ray
think
and
we've had a
Miki,
Ray and Miki piece.
like a double
together.
character.
That would be actually so nice. I would love that. I feel even more blessed.
Yeah. So for those of you who are new, you just found us today. We do have an online school.
Yes.
If your dream is to make your own webcomic, if you want to make your own manga, if you really want to learn the foundations of art like figure drawing and perspective and backgrounds and all that kind of stuff, but you don't really know where to start, we have an online school and it would be perfect for you.
Yes.
So if you're interested in that, it has a like a basics of anime class. It's got a full figure drawing class, a full clothing drawing class, a full perspective class.
Basically all the stuff that I taught today.
Backgrounds, character design, all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, then you could go to the link on our profile. And it's called Anime Art School. It'll be the gold button, or you can go screenshot this and it will be this link right here. drawanimeacademy.com. It's just our username.com. And so you can go check it out. Do you guys go to conventions and stuff? Just wondering, your stuff is mighty awesome.
Thank you.
We would love
I'd
to
love
do
to do a
convention.
convention.
That's planned for the future.
Yeah. Colton, do you want to show some of your art from anime art school?
So there you go.
Your lighting and stuff, because I always.
I didn't save a whole lot of it. I gotta go find it.
Oh, you gotta find it.
I didn't save a whole lot of it on my iPad. I mean.
The way how Colton teaches perspective, and all the assignments that he gives you is just so makes perspective so much less like intimidating. So, I would say if anything, if y'all want to do anime art school, I would say take his class first because
Does our art have to be perfect? Nope.
No. Why does it have to be perfect? My art's not perfect. I just don't think about it.
I don't think anybody's art is perfect.
No, I don't think anybody's art is perfect. And also, it depends on what you mean by perfect, because perfect is different for everyone.
Yeah. What you consider perfect could not be what someone else considers perfect.
Yeah.
I should probably just add those to my
I think you should add them to your folder, yeah. And I find that perfection is also, like, if you think, oh, if, like, does my art have to be perfect? That's the perfectionist side of you speaking. So, hey, half animated. Hello. Aw, thank you, Harper. Really appreciate it. I also love your name, Harper. It's such a cool name. I want a character with the name Harper in it. What do you think, Colton?
It's pretty
Sounds like a cool last name.
I'll just add all these things.
What kind of name did you think about earlier? Like, that was like, oh, this would be a cool name. That Jake would have like a moniker or something. Or alter ego, whatever.
How do I do this? Add to
Album.
My art. There we go. I finally added them.
I love doing this part because this is so easy and it's just brainless. I think my name is I don't think I've seen much Harpers. So like seeing a name that I haven't really seen that much before, I think is really cool.
All right.
Welcome back, Spider-Man. And thanks, Half Animated, for the follow.
Do you guys do tuts all the time? I'm an artist trying to get back to college right now. Pretty much.
Yes.
We're an educational channel. Pretty much everything we do is educational related. I'm not Fox Shared the Live. You are late. Later.
Fox is later.
Hope you've been doing good, Fox. Mm-hmm. Let me guess. Homework?
Hopefully you've been doing your homework well and passing your tests.
Yeah, I would absolutely love to do conventions and cons and stuff in the future. Not having a good day? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Aw. I hope that we can make your day better.
Yup. I hope your day gets better now that you're here. It sounds like you need some Minecraft to relax. The Rad, thank you for the follow. Gabby and Universe, thank you for the follows. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Kind of crazy you guys only have 86 followers. We're pretty late into the stream. Sometimes we'll have like 300-400 viewers.
Mm-hmm. I think what was today's peak was like maybe 150.
I'm not sure exactly. Actually. It varies a lot.
It does vary a lot. I feel like now that we've actually moved on to YouTube as well, some of our usual TikTok people usual viewers that view us on TikTok are viewing us on YouTube. So we kind of like lost a few, but I don't care.
We got people watching on YouTube full time now. I prefer YouTube a lot.
Yeah.
TikTok chat is better. YouTube video and pretty much everything else is better.
Ooh, I need to zoom out a bit so people know what I'm drawing.
Sounds like I have homework to do to relax.
Oh. This is why I chose art, so that any homework assignment that I do for art is not as stressful.
Our YouTube's the same name, Draw Anime Academy. I'll show you a cute little, not cute, but a cool little thing. If you go to our profile on TikTok and you hit this button that says Instagram, it actually pulls up our YouTube. So you hit that and it'll go to
okay, there it goes.
Our live stream right there. And that's our channel. Oh, we got 100 more subscribers on YouTube.
Whoa,
10.1.
Wow, that's awesome.
So if you want to find our YouTube channel, that's how you do it.
How do we just gain 100 followers like that? It's kind of crazy. 100 subscribers, I should say. Okay. Face, hair. No, it's not done yet. I think the reason why I love drawing all the girls equally is because every female character in here just has a different flavor of expression, so it's very fun.
I draw chibi anime since it's easy for me. That's great.
Yeah. We
are Minecrafting. Noodling colors, yeah, for sure. Goober, thank you for the follow.
Goober. I call Colton the Goober a lot. So this is that name is very a very soft spot in my heart.
Zyna, thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
Reactionimage.jpg, thank you for the follow. Beto, come home please. Thank you for the follow.
Uh-oh, did something happen to Beto?
Harper, Mila, thank you for the follows. Melina, thank you for the follow.
Hey.
Yo, from UK, what we doing today? We finished up the tutorial part of the stream, and Christina's just working on a little illustration before we head off.
Yep. Just kind of chilling, having fun, drawing together.
Sorry for all the messages. Cool, you talk to so much to the viewers. Yeah, I mean, the viewers are the lifeblood of a stream.
Oh yeah.
I don't like streaming and just simply drawing.
Yeah, well, like, I'm just like, it's kind of boring.
I would just draw.
I would just, like, if I wanted to draw, I just draw alone.
all this time, and I still don't have my Beto. Is that the girl with the eye patch?
Yeah, she's super cool.
Yeah, she's
I really
super
like
cool.
her. She's one of my favorite character designs.
Colton, I took your fairy's watermelon. How do I give it back? You don't need to.
What? Did they get one of your? Oh, that's funny.
It's my LA in Minecraft.
LA. Yeah, that's right.
Why y'all messing with my allies? Does someone need to get banned from the server? You'll get her one day. Hello, Jade Sweetheart.
Hey. I love the name Jade too.
Can we see the full drawing so far?
Yes. This is what it looks like so far. I'm just cleaning all this stuff up. Everything looks gunky right now. So right now I was cleaning up Miko, and now I'm cleaning up Miki.
I just found it flying around a mountain. Looks so lonely. Yeah, he's just hanging out. If y'all want to get smacked, then
It's like a
mess
nice.
with the allies.
It's like a nice mosquito.
Mosquito?
It's an ally. It's like a very nice.
No, it's like a cute little chubby fairy.
chubby
Mosquito. Yuck.
Nah, it's a fairy. It's a cute fairy.
Goober, if you want the brush, you can get it for free on the link on our profile.
Goober. I love that name. Oh, Otaku Z says, thank you for streaming here on YouTube. TikTok is banned where I'm from. Oh, where are you from,
Ooh.
Otaku? So they also said, I usually select the outside parts of the line work, inverse selection, and fill the selection. Honestly, that's pretty smart. I'm kind of like running on one brain cell sometimes with my illustrations, so I just do it. I don't necessarily find the best ways to do it, but it's actually really funny. I would have to do like, I think the way how I'm doing it, even though it's a lot slower, actually prevents me from having like weird artifacts. Photoshop is really sucky for artifacts and stuff. Like, it's not very clean. So I kind of just got a habit of just doing it like this.
Love how Miki looks. Hi, what's your favorite thing to draw? OCs.
OCs, girl OCs more specifically.
Love how Miki looks. Hi, what's your favorite thing to draw? Oh, I scrolled up. The drawing looks so fabulous. Miko
Thank
looks
you.
so cute. Virtual Fangs, thanks to the follow. What drawing apps do you recommend for people who are new-ish to digital art? They all work pretty well.
Yeah.
I would say try stuff and see what works for you.
There's plenty of free programs out there like Krita and Ibis Paint and stuff like that. You can try those out if you're kind of like scared about the budget. As you get into, I would say that those free programs are even pretty powerful, and a lot of people just make full illustrations using them. So try what works best for you.
Procreate, if you have an iPad and an Apple Pencil, is incredibly inexpensive. It's like $12, $13.
Yep.
And it's so powerful.
You have it forever.
It's so good. This is Procreate right here.
Mm-hmm. I love Procreate.
Dang, we need to get sponsored by Procreate.
I know.
For real.
We do need to get sponsored. Maybe we'll get sponsored when we are more active on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube is the sponsorship place. What is the current art challenge for the Discord server? One of them is like...
Draw your characters in an apple orchard.
Yeah, the other one is like draw your characters attempting gymnastics.
Yep, and the third one, let me think. I forgot what the third one is. Oh, wearing baggy clothes.
Baggy clothes. Yup, we have a Discord server. The link is on our profile. You were asking about my class earlier, Christina.
Yes, I was.
I have some drawings from my class.
So if you are interested in anime art school and want to know how to draw better and learn the fundamentals of art so that you can apply to any kind of field that you want to do later as a career, this is what you do.
Yup, so here's some stuff from my dimensional drawing class.
This is one of the most important classes, by the way.
Yep. I talk about overlaps in landscape drawing and how to think about landscapes. I talk about drawing bodies from different angles.
There's that looking down at a character from here in this one right here.
There's
looking
just some
up
demos.
at a character. I love this one.
I teach about constructing objects from very, very basic forms, and then how to put them together, and then eventually, and eventually put them together and turn them into something like Cute Lizard.
Yep.
So this is all dimensional drawing.
Yes, this is in our, we teach online.
Could you say no to that face?
I can't say no to that face, that's so cute. So you can find the link to our anime art school in the link in our profile, or you can go here. This is where all the class stuff is. This is what he teaches.
So it's really, really big. There's 7 complete classes. This is from one particular class on perspective.
Yep.
So yeah, anime art school. Our website's drawanimeacademy.com.
These are exercises.
These are different exercises. I give a lot of good exercises that help you get better. So if you're asking on stream about how do I get better, what kind of exercises do I do, these are exercises that I show on like how to draw cylinders and stuff.
So the anime art school costs $500.
Yup, $497.
$497 more specifically. But you get it. It's a one. You can, if you want a payment plan, we also do a payment plan option for 3 months, right?
This is actually really nice. I don't see people teach this almost ever.
Oh yeah, no.
How to draw ribbons.
Do you have to pay to get into the school? Yes, you do. It's $497.
And stuff like this is really rare to find.
But you get all 7 classes. And they're 14 weeks long if you're going to follow the schedule for it. So this is all self-paced. So if you are on a tight schedule and you just want to do it at your own pace and kind of take it slow, totally fine as well.
Yup. Here's more of the stuff that I taught in my rendering and painting class. So this is like week 4 or 5. This is pretty far into the class. And then I go over stuff like this. What's up?
Funny. Otaku said it went from lizard man face to lizard.
Yeah, that's true.
And they're from Hong Kong. Wow.
Ooh, nice.
That's really cool.
Yup. Otherwise, we always stream 3 times a week. So yeah, this is actually a live demo that I did in class and built out this entire room from scratch, drew it from the very first line, went through absolutely everything in real time on exactly how to do this after teaching you all of the foundations to how to do it. So it's a painting and rendering class. What's your fave piece you've done so far?
So far my favorite piece right now is this.
Is it?
Kind of one of my favorite pieces, but I'm also working on another piece, but I'm not done with it yet. I'm actually liking it a lot.
My favorite anime piece that I've done is this one. Right here.
I love that one.
This is my favorite anime drawing that I've done. There's Miki and Miko. And here's Abby. So yes, chat, for those of you who are wondering, I do actually draw anime. But most of the stuff I do is like this kind of stuff. Well, that's a collab between Christine and I. Most of our regulars have seen these. But there you go.
The piece that I'm working on right now that's not finished, that I'm actually liking so far, is this one right here. Hopefully it's easy to see. It's my character.
Yeah. You can see a lot of inspiration from like Kobe Whitmore.
Very graphical. I'm kind of just practicing different processes and stuff.
Jump.
Oh hey, Jump, that's cute. I'm new to the stream. I love your guys' art. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Love the lighting.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's a really nice piece. Awesome.
I need to go back to YouTube. Thanks, Sarah. Yeah, the room piece is one of my favorites because it's just so like, it's just so practical.
Room piece?
Your room with thing with the light. Yeah.
The what? The light?
The point light.
The point light.
It's very practical, and it's like you can actually calculate the shadows, and it looks natural. And that's something that a lot of people struggle with. Let me just make sure I'm on the right layer. Okay. Well, Colton, I'm ready to wrap up whenever. I know that we want to get to Costco.
Yup. All right, everybody. We are going to head out. We're going to wrap up. I heard someone ask about when we go live. We go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. So this exact time on Friday, we will be live. Just as I got here. Yup. We need to go to the store and stuff, and I'll probably be drawing a lot tonight as well.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad that I'm getting to this phase of the painting or of the art, because I was so sick of doing the line work. But I wanted this to look like an anime screenshot, so I had to do the line work.
Yeah, you've been looking for something new to have as your iPad background.
Yeah, I know. And I want to draw the girls again, so. Oop. Actually shows up pretty well on the YouTube stream. Colors aren't too vibrant. Maybe I'll zoom out a bit so y'all can see the progress so far.
Yup. All right, everybody. We will head off. We'll see you definitely Friday.
Yep.
So we will be live Friday at 4. Christina would hate being an animator. It's like the opposite of what she loves doing.
Oh, I would hate being an animator. I wouldn't be able to draw my own characters, and I would probably have to be under a really harsh time schedule, and I don't like that.
Yup.
Girl in the blue looks like Shizuku.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know, Shizuku from what show?
Jay does art, swag. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a good one. We are going to wrap up on TikTok first, because YouTube gets special treatment. So bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya, TikTok. We'll be live on Friday.
Oh, bye, Dahlia.
Bye, Dahlia. All right, TikTok is done. And YouTube, we will see you later. Bye-bye, everybody. See you Friday.